ParallelWorks is a software company that builds what we call a computing control plane for really unifying on-premises and cloud infrastructure together and have it act as one unified system. Activate is the name of our control plane software.
Activate empowers researchers because it brings the many options that are available on cloud to the forefront for the scientist, for the researcher to see and be able to access them more easily and intuitively. So with the graphical user interface, users can configure and start clusters in the cloud and then run their jobs on those clusters. But it's also important to note that they can connect to on-premise resources. And so that way we can then orchestrate workflows across the many potential resources in the cloud and on-premise all together. The other advantage is that storage can also be configured. So it's about configuring computing, configuring storage, and it's all together in one place.
My name is Shel Shenoy. I'm the Assistant Dean for Information Technology and CIO at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in the Bronx, New York. We're customers of ParallelWorks, and we use Activate in our high-performance computing environment. The big benefit for using Activate is lowering the threshold and the boundary for people being able to leverage HPC. So we get more utilization of the resource, and we have more researchers who have an interest in using compute being able to leverage that. So the idea that somebody could just buy a really expensive laptop and be able to do compute, of course, that's still there. But if someone wants to be able to scale out and get even better performance, they can now do that using Activate. Additionally, with Activate, what we have with our hybrid cloud scenario is a situation where someone does not need to know anything at all about how to leverage that. All they have to be concerned about is doing their work, doing their research. And as a research institution, that's what's most important to us. So being able to really reduce down that complexity is what we achieve with Activate.
Our software is designed to be very incrementally growing. So we manage two different SaaS platforms where if someone wants to just kick the tires in the environment or use a managed control plane, we have a commercial version and an IL5 FedRAMP High version for defense applications. They can jump into that really within an hour, connect in their various cloud accounts to it, and get off and running using the platform, try it out, share it with a few different people on your team and get running. As your organization evolves computing needs, you can actually take the entire Activate control plane, move it inside your cloud or on-prem boundary, connect in more resources to it, and kind of roll it out and grow as the company grows along.
We intentionally began with Activate on-prem because we largely consume our HPC on-prem. For us, it's the most cost-effective way to consume the technology. But clearly, there's a benefit to being able to leverage the cloud for two reasons. One, there are some capabilities in the cloud that we do not have on-prem. The second is the ability to burst. So that elastic ability for people who have a high demand with a tight deadline. Okay, well, we have that resource available. So when we have a hybrid cloud situation, it's important for us to make that as easy to consume, as easy to use as possible. In fact, it would be wonderful if it was completely abstract, if somebody had no idea where something was running at all. And then behind the scenes, we were just managing it to be most effective. And that's what we're doing with Activate.
Activate is distinctive for collaboration and research because most of the things that are created by the Activate platform are shareable among teams of researchers. And this is really cool because a researcher can start up a cluster, they can go through the process of configuring it, they can maybe test it, install some software, and then they can share it with their teammates. Folks can jump on and get going right away. Similarly, it also applies to storage. So when a researcher maybe generates some data, they can then share it with their team, and it really can help accelerate collaboration because everyone on the team can jump in and have access. The last important aspect of accelerating collaboration is that our workflow framework is relatively easy for users to define new workflows, and they can publish these ideas onto a marketplace, share it with their teams or a broader community.
We've been in business 10 years. We have deployments of our software in very large organizations at all different points in their computing journeys. When they start, they usually start fairly small, maybe connecting it into one or two on-prem systems or a few cloud accounts, bringing it out to some users, maybe in a specific research group. And then once success stories are seen, it can kind of grow into it over time. start rolling it out across more organizations. And eventually what we find is we become really the single point of entry or tip of the spear for the end users accessing the computing infrastructure. That's kind of our goal, improving the user experience of these computing systems.
I have to say, and I say this often, is that it's not enough as a leader, as a technology leader, to have ideas. It's not enough to have the resources and to be able to persuade other people that this is a good thing to do. Ultimately, we have nothing unless we have a great partnership. And the partner for us in being able to achieve these goals is Parallelworks. And so it's not just a matter of being able to listen to our needs and to our pain points, but it's also being able to execute with the product development and with the implementation, because ultimately customer success is all about implementation. And so for me, it's just been a fantastic partnership over the years, and continues to be that moving forward.
So if you want to learn more about Parallelworks, please reach out to us, visit our website, find us on the show floor here, and we'll hopefully talk soon.